Frijoles, 10 kilos. Petróleo, 18 litros.
18 litros. Not many Americans get around this way.
The casting process for the 1947 movie, which we'll refer to as The Show, was a meticulous task. The director, John Huston, was on the lookout for actors who could bring the story to life. For the role of Fred C. Dobbs, Huston wanted an actor who could portray the character's transformation from a down-on-his-luck American to a gold-obsessed prospector. After considering several actors, Huston chose Humphrey Bogart, who was known for his tough guy roles. Bogart, however, was initially hesitant due to the film's low budget and the fact that it was shot on location in Mexico. But after reading the script, he agreed to take on the role. The character of Howard, the experienced old-timer who joins Dobbs and Curtin in their quest for gold, was given to Walter Huston, the director's father. Walter Huston was a seasoned actor with a long list of credits, and his experience added depth to the character. The role of Curtin, Dobbs' initial partner who later becomes his rival, was offered to Tim Lieutenant Holt. A veteran of Western films, was chosen for his ability to portray both the adventurous and darker sides of his character. The chemistry between the actors was crucial, and Huston arranged for screen tests to ensure the right mix. The cast was finalized after a series of read-throughs and discussions. The trio of Bogart, Walter Huston, and Holt proved to be a perfect fit, with their performances contributing significantly to the show's success. In conclusion, the casting process for The Show was a careful selection of actors who could embody the complexities of their characters and create the right chemistry. The result was a compelling film that has stood the test of time.
The hand that bought that ticket?
Congratulations.
Congratulations yourself. You stand a profit out of this.
The Treasure of the Sierra Madre, a 1947 film directed by John Huston, is a classic example of a director's vision coming to life on the big screen. Huston, known for his adventurous spirit, brought a unique style to the movie, which was influenced by his own experiences and love for literature. The film tells the story of three down-on-their-luck Americans who set out to prospect gold in the Mexican mountains. Huston's approach to the material was to focus on the character's psychological journey, rather than just the physical one. He wanted to explore the effects of greed and paranoia on the human psyche, and how it can tear people apart. To achieve this, Huston worked closely with the cast and crew, creating an atmosphere of collaboration and creativity. He encouraged the actors to improvise and bring their own ideas to the table, resulting in a more natural and believable performance. Huston also made sure to scout locations that would add to the film's sense of realism and authenticity. Huston's direction was also influenced by his love for literature. He was a fan of the novel's author, B. Traven, and was determined to bring the book's themes and characters to life on the big screen. Huston's adaptation of the novel is faithful to the source material, while also adding his own unique spin on the story. The film's visual style is also a testament to Huston's vision. He used a stark, minimalist approach to the cinematography, which adds to the sense of isolation and desperation experienced by the characters. The use of natural light and location shooting also adds to the film's sense of realism. In conclusion, The Treasure of the Sierra Madre is a prime example of a director's vision coming to life on the big screen. Huston's unique approach to the material, his collaboration with the cast and crew, and his love for literature and visual storytelling all contributed to the film's success. The movie remains a classic to this day and a testament to Huston's enduring legacy as a director.
Funny.
I was just thinking what a bonehead play that old jackass made when he put all his goods in our keeping.
The 1947 movie, often referred to as The Show, is a classic tale of adventure and greed. It follows a group of men in their search for gold in the Mexican mountains, with each character portraying a unique aspect of human nature. One of the most memorable aspects of the movie is the performance of the actors. For instance, Humphrey Bogart's portrayal of Fred C. Dobbs is outstanding. His character's transformation from a down-on-his-luck American in Mexico to a greedy, paranoid prospector is both funny and shocking. Did you know that the movie is based on a novel by the same name, written by B. Traven? The author's true identity is still a mystery, adding another layer of intrigue to the story. The movie has had a profound impact on my life. It has taught me the dangers of greed and the importance of loyalty and friendship. I'm sure many of you have your own stories and memories related to this movie. We would love to hear them in the comments below. Now, let's dive into some fun, shocking, and sad facts about the movie. For instance, did you know that the film's production was plagued by a series of accidents and mishaps? or that the iconic line "We don't need no badges" was ad-libbed by Bogart? So, stay tuned to learn more about these and other fascinating facts about the movie. You won't be disappointed. In the late 1940s, director John Huston undertook the production of a compelling adventure drama set in Mexico and centered around the perils of gold mining. The treacherous terrain and harsh weather conditions posed significant challenges for the cast and crew. Filmed primarily on location in the vast deserts of Tampico, Mexico, the team faced numerous obstacles. To begin with, they had to build their own infrastructure since basic amenities were scarce in these remote areas. Additionally, transporting equipment through rough terrains tested the team's resilience and determination. The set design was another intricate aspect of this project. Huston wanted an authentic look for the miners' camp, so he commissioned local craftsmen to construct makeshift shelters made of natural materials like branches and leaves. This approach lent a genuine feel to the setting, but also presented logistic issues regarding durability and safety. To capture the raw beauty and danger of the landscape, cinematographer Ted McCord utilized cutting-edge Technicolor cameras. However, operating these bulky machines in extreme temperatures proved challenging, often requiring special insulation to protect both the machinery and film stock from heat damage. One notable innovation involved sound recording. Due to the unpredictable environmental noise, traditional methods would have been impractical. Instead, the team used directional microphones strategically placed near actors, allowing them to record clear dialogues amidst the wilderness. Despite all difficulties, Huston managed to create a gripping narrative filled with suspense and tension, earning him 2 Academy Awards, one for Best Director and another for Best Adapted Screenplay. His relentless pursuit of realism left us with a timeless classic that continues to inspire new generations of filmmakers.
I'm giving you fellas a bonus.
Yeah, well, it's coming to us working 16, 18 hours a day like we do.
Nah, don't go crying to your mamas. What do you want? I'm paying.
The film, set in the mid-20th century, tells the story of 3 American drifters who set out on a quest to find gold in the Mexican mountains. The movie explores themes of greed, paranoia, and the corrupting influence of wealth. The main character, Fred Dobbs, is a down-on-his-luck American who meets an older prospector, Howard, in a Mexican town. Howard convinces Dobbs and another drifter, Bob Curtin, to join him in a dangerous journey to find gold in the Sierra Madre Mountains. As the trio sets out on their journey, they encounter various challenges, including harsh weather conditions and encounters with bandits. However, their biggest challenge comes from within, as Dobbs becomes increasingly paranoid and distrustful of his companions, leading to a tragic and violent conclusion. The film is notable for its gritty realism and naturalistic acting style, which was a departure from the more stylized acting of the time. The director, John Huston, used location shooting in Mexico to add authenticity to the film, and the cinematography captures the rugged beauty of the Mexican landscape. The film's exploration of the corrupting influence of wealth remains relevant today, as it highlights the dangers of unchecked greed and the importance of trust and cooperation in achieving success. The film's themes and characters continue to resonate with audiences, making it a classic of American cinema.
Sus cosas y las pieles están en mi oficina.
What? He says our goods are safe.
The Treasure of the Sierra Madre, a 1947 film, is a remarkable example of how music can enhance a movie's narrative and emotional tone. The score was composed by Max Steiner, an Austrian-born composer who is often referred to as the father of film music. Steiner's approach to composing for the movies was unique. He believed that music should be an integral part of the storytelling process, not just an afterthought. To achieve this, he would often watch the film several times and make notes about where music could be used to heighten the emotional impact or drive the narrative forward. For The Treasure of the Sierra Madre, Steiner created a score that perfectly complements the film's themes of greed, paranoia, and the harsh realities of the Mexican wilderness. The music is moody and atmospheric, with a touch of Mexican folk influence. It helps to build tension and suspense, especially during the scenes where the protagonists are searching for gold. The soundtrack also features several memorable songs, including Andalusia and the Mexican Hat Dance. These songs add a touch of local color and help to establish the film's setting. They also provide a contrast to the darker elements of the story, offering a glimpse of the beauty and joy that can be found in the Mexican countryside. Interestingly, Steiner initially wanted to use traditional Mexican music for the soundtrack. However, he changed his mind after watching the film and realizing that the story was not a typical Western. Instead, he opted for a more original score that would better reflect the film's complex themes and characters. Steiner's work on The Treasure of the Sierra Madre was widely praised. The film's director, John Huston, was particularly impressed with Steiner's ability to create music that perfectly captured the mood and tone of the film. In an interview, Huston said Max Steiner's score for The Treasure of the Sierra Madre is a masterpiece. It's a perfect example of how music can be used to enhance a film's narrative and emotional impact. Overall, Steiner's score for The Treasure of the Sierra Madre is a testament to his skill as a composer and his understanding of the power of music in film. It's a score that perfectly complements the film's narrative and emotional tone, and it remains a classic example of the art of film scoring.
We're telling each other what we aim to do when we get back.
Oh, I got it all figured out what I'm gonna...
After receiving critical acclaim for his work on the movie, director John Huston was honored with the One World Committee Award in 1949. The lead actor in the film, Humphrey Bogart, left an indelible mark on Hollywood. His portrayal in the movie earned him a lasting place in pop culture, even being referenced in the 1980s hit song Key Largo. Interestingly, decades after his passing, Bogart made a posthumous appearance on the popular TV series Tales from the Crypt in 1989. Through the magic of technology, footage from various films featuring Bogart was digitally altered and combined with a voice and body double, allowing him to take center stage once again. Paired alongside notable actors like John Lithgow and Isabella Rossellini, they delivered a chilling and humorous performance that paid homage to Rossellini's mother, Ingrid Bergman. Clearly, Bogart's influence continues to resonate in both film and music, leaving behind a legacy that remains strong today. Whether through classic cinema or modern media, audiences still find themselves captivated by his timeless charm.
Help yourself. We're no misers. We don't let guys starve to death. Tonight, you're our...
One of the most memorable scenes in the movie takes place in a Mexican border town, where Fred Dobbs, played by Humphrey Bogart, asked two American drifters, Howard and Curtin, for a meal and some money. Director John Hustonis's close-up shots to capture the desperation in Bogart's face, while the haunting musical score adds tension to the scene. Cinematographer Ted McCord effectively conveys the grittiness and poverty of the border town through low-key lighting and tight framing. Later, when the three men strike gold in the Sierra Madre Mountains, Huston masterfully builds suspense as they try to decide what to do with their newfound wealth. Each character has different motives, leading to arguments and mistrust among the group. This scene highlights the corrupting influence of greed and foreshadows the eventual downfall of the main characters. Another unforgettable moment occurs near the end of the movie when Dobbs, paranoid and convinced that his partners plan to betray him, confronts them in the middle of the night. As he demands they give him all the gold, he appears increasingly erratic and dangerous. Bogart delivers a chilling performance, capturing the madness and despair that consumed Dobbs. According to actor Tim Holt, who plays Curtin, working with director John Huston was a unique experience because of his attention to detail. He didn't waste time, said Holt Lieutenant. If you had a question, he would answer it right away. He knew exactly what he wanted. Similarly, Bogart praised Huston's ability to create realistic settings and authentic dialogue. Huston knows how people talk, think, feel, everything, said Bogart. It makes my job easy. These iconic scenes continue to resonate with audiences today due to their timeless themes and powerful storytelling. Whether it's the harsh realities of life in a border town or the destructive power of greed, the movie remains relevant and thought-provoking more than 7 decades after its release. The Treasure of the Sierra Madre, a 1947 film, has left a significant impact in the world of cinema. It was included in the American Film Institute's list of the top 100 most heart-pounding American movies in 2001, highlighting its ability to keep audiences on the edge of their seats. John Huston, the director of the movie, achieved a remarkable feat by directing both his father, Walter Huston, and daughter, Angelica Huston, to Oscar wins. Walter Huston won the Best Supporting Actor award for his role in this film, while Angelica Huston won the same award for her performance in Prizzi's Honor in 1985. Interestingly, John Huston himself won a pair of Oscars for directing and writing this movie. The film also features Jay Silverheels, who co-starred with Clayton Moore in nearly 200 TV and film appearances. However, they only played Tonto and the Lone Ranger in 4 of these features: Perils of Nyoka in 1942, The Cowboy and the Indians in 1949, Cyclone Fury in 1951, and the Black Dakotas in 1954. In all other appearances, they took on different roles, showcasing Silverheel's versatility as an actor. The Treasure of the Sierra Madre, released in 1947, left a significant cultural and social impact. Directed by John Huston, the film resonated with audiences due to its exploration of themes like greed, loyalty, and the corrupting influence of wealth. Set in Mexico during the Great Depression, the movie follows a group of American drifters who discover gold, and the ensuing tension as greed takes hold. This narrative struck a chord with post-war audiences who could relate to the harsh realities of the period. The film's influence on pop culture is evident in various forms. For instance, the iconic line, "We don't need no stinking badges," has been referenced in numerous films, TV shows, and other media. Moreover, the movie's portrayal of the gold-seeking prospectors has inspired many subsequent works in cinema and literature. The Treasure of the Sierra Madre also contributed to discussions on relevant social and cultural themes. It critiqued the capitalist ethos, suggesting that unchecked greed can lead to moral decay. This message was particularly potent during a time when America was rebuilding after the Great Depression and World War II. Furthermore, the film challenged stereotypes by presenting authentic Mexican characters, a rarity in Hollywood at the time. This representation added depth to the narrative and reflected a more nuanced understanding of Mexican culture. In conclusion, The Treasure of the Sierra Madre's cultural and social impact is substantial. Its exploration of greed, loyalty, and cultural representation continues to resonate today, influencing pop culture and sparking discussions on relevant social themes.
Right.
Suspicions are you talking about?
Oh, you're not putting anything over on me. I see right through you. For a long time.
After making his directorial debut with The Maltese Falcon, John Huston continued to establish himself as a prominent figure in the film industry. Prior to this, he had worked as a screenwriter at Universal, Gaumont British, and Warner's, contributing to scripts such as Jezebel, Juarez, High Sierra, and Sergeant York. In The Treasure of the Sierra Madre, Huston once again demonstrated his ability to remain faithful to the source material while allowing the characters to drive the narrative. Initially, Ronald Reagan was considered for a role in the movie, but it ultimately went to Tim Lieutenant. The film features a talented cast, with Humphrey Bogart delivering a noteworthy performance. In fact, his impact on the industry has been commemorated in New York City, where a section of West 103rd Street was renamed Humphrey Bogart Place in his honor. This location holds significance as Bogart grew up in the area, and a plaque now marks the spot where he once lived at 245 W 103rd Street. Upon its release in 1947, the movie was met with widespread acclaim from critics and audiences alike. Bosley Crowther of the New York Times praised it as a vigorous and exciting adventure filled with tension and drama. He commended director John Huston's ability to maintain suspense throughout the story. Audiences found themselves captivated by the tale of greed and survival. Its exploration of human nature struck a chord with many viewers, making it a compelling watch even today. The film's memorable lines and iconic performances have left an indelible mark on cinematic history. The Treasure of the Sierra Madre also fared well during award season. At the 1948 Academy Awards, it won 3 Oscars: Best Director, Best Supporting Actor, and Best Writing Screenplay. These accolades serve as testaments to the hard work put in by everyone involved in the production. Winning multiple Academy Awards brought significant recognition to all those associated with the film. For John Huston, this marked his first victory as a director after being nominated twice before. His father, Walter Huston, added another feather to his cap by becoming one of the few actors to win an Oscar posthumously. Their combined efforts resulted in a timeless classic that continues to inspire aspiring filmmakers around the globe.
No badges? I don't have to show you any stinking badges.
Better not come any closer.
In 2007, the American Film Institute recognized the movie, ranking it as the 38th greatest film of all time. The leading actor, Humphrey Bogart, had his birthday manipulated by Warner Brothers publicity for promotional purposes. Contrary to their claim, Bogart was not actually born on Christmas Day. Instead, he entered the world on January 23rd, although the exact year remains uncertain due to conflicting records. As for Barton MacLane, he became ingrained in popular culture through his frequent portrayals of heavy-handed characters. His effectiveness in these roles led teenagers in the 1940s and 1950s to adopt the phrase "don't give me that Barton MacLane" when confronted by authoritative figures they perceived as unfair.
A blessing is a curse.
Hey, Dobbsy.
Yeah?
During the filming of the 1947 movie, the crew faced numerous challenges in the Mexican desert. Director John Huston and his father, Walter, who played one of the lead roles, both fell ill with dysentery. To keep the production going, Huston's assistant director, Ted McCord, stepped in to direct several scenes. Humphrey Bogart, another lead actor, initially disliked the idea of wearing a scruffy beard for his character. He changed his mind after seeing how well it suited his role as a down-on-his-luck American in Mexico. The film's memorable ending, featuring a dramatic shootout, was almost cut short due to budget constraints. However, producer Henry Blank managed to secure additional funds, allowing Huston to shoot the climactic scene as he envisioned. In one scene, the actors had to appear drunk after consuming rock-gut whiskey. Unhappy with the taste, they secretly replaced it with their own preferred brand. This change was only discovered during post-production, but the scene remained in the final cut due to its authenticity. Despite these challenges, the cast and crew formed a close bond during the production. They often spent their free time together, exploring local towns and markets. These experiences added a layer of authenticity to the film, making it a classic in American cinema. During his marriage to Evelyn Keyes, John Huston, the director of the movie, kept a pet monkey. The monkey's noise and mess became too much for Keyes, leading her to give Huston an ultimatum: either she or the monkey had to leave. Huston's response was straightforward. "Honey," he said, "it's you." Huston's accomplishments in the film industry were numerous, having written and directed many classics. However, he only won 2 Oscars, and both were for the same movie. This film, which became a timeless classic, was the only one for which he received Academy recognition. Robert Blake, who appeared in the movie, had a notable career before his role in the film. In the mid-1940s, he played Little Beaver, Red Ryder's sidekick, in 22 westerns. Interestingly, this credit is missing from his obituary in the New York Times. Despite this omission, Blake's early work in westerns remains a significant part of his filmography. Without a doubt, the 1947 movie has left an indelible mark on film history. This masterpiece, directed by John Huston, offered a fresh take on the classic theme of greed and its consequences. The compelling narrative and character development set new standards for future filmmakers. The movie follows 3 down-and-out Americans who embark on a quest to find gold in Mexico. Its exploration of human nature, particularly the corrupting influence of wealth, proved both timeless and thought-provoking. Indeed, this film serves as a cautionary tale, warning viewers about the perils of unchecked ambition and materialism. Moreover, the movie significantly influenced later films focusing on crime, adventure, and moral dilemmas. Filmmakers like Steven Soderbergh, David Mamet, and the Coen brothers have all cited the film as influential. For instance, the iconic line, "We don't need no badges," became part of popular culture and was referenced in movies such as Back to the Future. Additionally, the movie provided a career breakthrough for actor Humphrey Bogart. His nuanced portrayal of Fred C. Dobbs showed audiences his versatility beyond romantic leads and tough guys. As a result, he went on to win his first Academy Award for Best Actor. Furthermore, the show also made significant technical contributions. John Huston filmed several scenes in Mexico, which added authenticity and grit to the story. He used real miners and Mexican locals rather than professional actors, enhancing the overall cinematic experience. Overall, through its complex themes and engaging storyline, the 1947 film continues to resonate with contemporary audiences and inspire aspiring artists alike. By pushing boundaries and exploring deeper aspects of humanity, it transcends time and remains relevant today.
2 pesos. Because I can't pay in advance, I gotta wait till I get to town, so
After appearing in a few NRA gun safety films in the 1950s, Tim Holt took on a significant role in the movie. One of the most memorable lines from the film, spoken by Holt's co-star, was voted as one of the top movie quotes by the American Film Institute. The movie also featured Humphrey Bogart, who had a notable on-screen partnership with Lauren Bacall. In fact, they appeared together in 6 films, including The Treasure of the Sierra Madre. Bogart's character in the movie is known for delivering the famous line about badges. His career included many memorable roles, and his work with Bacall is just one example of his impact on classic Hollywood cinema.
Hasta vamos con usted, para que no le pase lo mismo que a su compañero.
They're not only going to give me a horse, but they're
Did you know that the classic movie from 1947 has touched the hearts of many? We'd love to hear about your personal connections to this film. What makes it memorable for you? How did it influence your view of cinema? Share your stories with us, and let's start a conversation. Perhaps you were captivated by the thrilling adventure or the compelling performances. Maybe the themes of greed and loyalty made you reflect on your own values. Whatever your experience, we want to hear from you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more cinematic journeys. Let's explore the power of movies together and see how they shape our perspectives and emotions. Your voice matters, so please join the discussion and enrich our community with your unique insights.
Get up there at the head of the train.